Shout out to all my couch potatoes that's already tuned in. I see you. That's dope. Y'all already know what this week is. It's Prison Jail Felon Talk. Again, I will give you guys a friendly let me clean this screen because it look a little. Wait a second. There we go. Oh, yes. Anyways. All right. So, and I'm gonna give you this announcement again. If you do not want to hear about things that happen on the yard or what I feel when it comes to the penitentiary, or this whole week is not your week, because this whole week is Prison Jail Felon Talk, and I do it every month on the couch. It never fails. So either you're gonna tune in or you're not. Shout out to all my regular, degular, schmegular couch potatoes. I see y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Bigo. My couch potatoes. Like, y'all mean everything to me. Without further ado, let's get it popping. Let's get it popping.
It's time for the Couch Chronicles, where there ain't no fucking limits.
Yeah.
Every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 8 Central Time. You don't never want to miss a couch. And now we live every Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. Central
that's every
Time.
day of the week.
So that's the couch every day of the week. Yeah, man, you don't want to miss this shit. It's the Couch Chronicles, where they know what? I know you said it.
Period. Let's turn it down. Hey, let's turn it down. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. I see you.
I appreciate the money cause I grew up in the struggle. Appreciate the hood cause it taught me how to hustle. Went through some hard times when I was down on my knuckles. I appreciate the ones who stuck around, just know I love you. I appreciate the long days in the trap. Appreciate the road every time I made it back. I appreciate the hard tan and that white. A nigga play with me, he don't appreciate his life. Don't appreciate his life. And I appreciate the shape of it, be who I am. And I promise it's the truth. Handle my business, I'll be counting my days. Cut it off a couple niggas and continue to make my moves. Yeah, I got shit that I gotta do. Play with me, then you are a fool. You play with me, you gonna be lazy. I'm tryna be nice, but you keep testing my case and my baby. Something ain't right with this picture I see. So I cut you off to keep my energy. You say you love me, then why is there peace? Don't need you in my life, just wait and you'll see. I appreciate the money cause I grew up in the struggle. Appreciate the hood cause it taught me how to hustle. Went through some hard times when I was down in my knuckles. I appreciate the ones who stuck around, just know I love you. I appreciate the long days in the trap. Appreciate the road every time I made it back. Appreciate the hard tan and that white. A nigga play with me, he don't appreciate his life. If you come to me, you better come with some respect. Not in my feelings, I'm just telling you what's best. Keep it real, we got animosity.
Hold up.
I'm not tripping, but you gon' respect me. I'm not stressing what you talking about. And if my hitters come through to make you walk it out, you keep on bragging, but people come back and tell me what you be saying. You can't be giving them a Grammy. And I appreciate my real niggas, my family and friends. The struggle only made me just be greater within. I know the people that surround me keep it real. Cause half the ones I keep around, I made it jail. Cause I grew up in the struggle. Appreciate the hood.
Shout out to all my jail people that I'm in. My feelings, my ex-cons.
I appreciate the ones who stuck around, just know I love you. I appreciate the long days in the trap. Appreciate the road every time I made it back. I appreciate the hard tan and that white. A nigga play with me, he don't appreciate his life. Don't appreciate his life.
I'm just saying. Period. He don't appreciate his life. No. Cheers. Let me cover up so y'all don't know what brand it is. This ain't no promotion. I'm just taking a sip. Apple juice. Adult apple juice. Anyways, it's Prison Jail Felon Talk. Like I said, this whole week on the couch. Shout out to all my people that just got out. Shout out to everybody who I don't even know that made it out. It's hard behind that wall. From behind them walls, we making music. From behind these walls, can you feel it? From behind these walls, we on some real shit. From behind these walls. I sing that because it just reminds me, just like, man, like we was behind the walls, like literally trying to make a way, trying to do something different and planning for the future because we knew we wanted to be something great. One of my homegirls that was actually locked up with me at Mabel Bassett, she hit me up today and she gave me such a beautiful word in my inbox. Like, she was like, girl, I'm not here to preach, but, you know, I want you to know that, you know, whether you know it or not, you are a public figure. You have a calling. And you actually did what you said you was going to do, plus some. When I was on the yard, I manifested. Really, I didn't manifest enough. Because this is, to me, y'all might not know it, but to me, this is bigger than what I could have ever imagined that I would have been doing. Like, I knew I would have been doing music, but I didn't think that I would be like, not being big-headed or nothing, but I didn't know that I would be this big. Like, to the point where people they know me. Like, they literally mentioned me about a week ago in the state capitol. That's fucking huge. Like, what? Me? The couch? And here's the thing is, I've also interviewed some people that are very highly involved in the state capitol and like the higher up. I've interviewed some of those people, and I didn't shield myself or change who I was because they came here. I was still like, it's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. Like, I think what they appreciated the most about me and the way I do my interviews and the way I do my podcasting is that I'm not like everybody else. I'm not trying to be everybody else. I'm literally being myself. That's it. And coming from a place where I had first got out of prison and was told that I wasn't allowed to be myself, that being myself wasn't acceptable where I was at and what I was doing at the time. So coming from that, I vowed after that, once I shook that shit, I said, oh, hell no. I'ma always speak my mind. This is the thing. When you speak your mind, not everybody is gonna like you. When you tell the truth, when you love you too, when you speaking, when you not conforming and doing things like everybody else, people call you weird, they call you crazy. They gonna call you all type of names. They gonna call you everything but what the fuck you really are, a goddess or a king. You feel me? I love you too. So, I mean, you have to be your best version of you. Some people might not understand that version of you. But as long as you keeping it real, you okay with me. The penitentiary will teach you literally how not to hold your tongue, how not to let shit slide. Yeah, because you can't let shit slide in prison. I don't know how many times I've said that. You just can't. Once you let shit slide one time, baby, you might as well kiss your motherfucking sentence goodbye. Canteen, kiss that shit goodbye too, because it's gone. So when you get into predicaments like that, as far as being in prison and having to grow up a little bit faster or learn things a little bit different than other people, then when you get in the world and you like, it might be petty to you, but I'm going to say something about this because for whatever reason. But you don't want people to think they could just get over on you or just. So I appreciate my girl for hitting me up and giving me those words of encouragement and reminding me exactly who I am, because I know who I am. But just reiterating and confirming who I really am. Now, before we go on, I do want to give a moment of silence for the ones that didn't get to make it today, for whatever reason. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I actually, you know what? Let me see if I can find it real quick so I can tell. For YouTube, over 444,000. You hear me? Over 444,000 suicides have already happened in 2025. 444,000 confirmed suicides. If that doesn't shake you to your fucking core, if that doesn't alert you or make you feel some type of way about shit that's going on right now in the world, people are feeling some type of way. And I said in the beginning of the year, and I've said it periodically throughout the couch, but there has been a super shift in the atmosphere. It's been a shift, so much so that it's literally over 444,000 confirmed suicides, and we're only in the 6th month. We're only through half the year. So let's give this moment of silence to the ones that didn't make it. And, you know, also, if you guys get a chance, justice for Mashaya. Mashaya Moses was murdered in Tulsa. She has a petition going around right now. It's on my page. I do the best I can to share it every day. And if you've already signed it, share it. Share it every time you get a chance. Let's give a moment of silence. Okay. Coming up on the couch, we got Kevin Scott, OG Nino with Discussions in the Streets, and Jasmine Johnson with Something for the Culture. I'm super excited to have every single one of these guests, especially Jasmine, because I don't even want to tell you guys why. I want you to tune in so you'll find out why. But just know that when I say it came back full circle, I can't wait. I'm excited for that. Now, I know y'all been keeping up with the people that they said escaped from the New Orleans jail. And the reason why I bring it up is because it's been a video that's been going around of Derrick Groves' story. He went live at someone's house. Who knows whose house he was at? They said they raided it. They didn't find him. He's still on the run in their eyes. They saying that he's still on the run, but if you heard in his video last night, he stated that they released him. So if he's released, why would they put him on the list of being wanted because he escaped? My opinion, and I don't know if y'all know this or not, but my opinion happens a lot on the couch. But my opinion is they are trying to kill him for some reason. I mean, because this is my thing. They know that he's innocent. He has an alpha data statement saying that he's innocent. We all know the reasons why they would keep innocent people. Now, I'm going to say this. Because he did make a comment. He said, you know, I didn't get a chance. I couldn't afford a lawyer to fight and prove my innocence. Now I want to say this. Even though he has proof of being innocent, and even for me, you, whoever, especially if you're a person of color, I'm just keeping it real. We know that if you don't have a lawyer, whether you're innocent or not, especially if you're innocent, you are still going to prison. When you go to the jail and then you go to court, the first thing the judge tell you is you have to get you got to get a lawyer. You said Lil Wayne is going to help him? I hope so. They tell you that you have to get a lawyer. And they say if you don't go to a lawyer, then matter of fact, sometimes they don't even tell you. They be like, if you don't have a lawyer, you could be subjected to go to jail. Now, why would they take you to jail if you don't have a lawyer? It's always a money thing. It's always going to be a money thing. Because they know that if you didn't get a chance to get a lawyer, now you're going to fight your case in this jail and bring them more money. Because they get money for each head that's in that jail. If you about to pull change, you probably get more on your head. Sadly, in some of these counties, they are murdering people because these aren't inmates yet. They are literally innocent until proven guilty, and they literally are murdering them as if they have the right to just make this decision. So in your eyes, he's guilty or she's guilty. Now you get to kill them. They've been doing it. It's been happening. And the only way, which even for Derrick Groves, he had to do that. Sometimes you have to go out your way to do something drastic to get heard, seen, noticed. Yes, he does has an interesting story. He definitely does. And the thing is he's not just talking. He's actually showing proof in front of our face. And it's so many of us that have been in a similar situation. I can't tell you how many people is locked up right now in Oklahoma and all over that are in prison, that are innocent, but they're guilty because they did not have a lawyer. They did not have a lawyer, so they automatically, you're guilty. They don't give a fuck. Innocent. Proof. Oh, you didn't come with a lawyer? Take his ass back. Take her ass back. And that's how they get most of us. That's how they get us. That's how they get us, and that's how they get us stuck. That's how they get us stuck. That's how some people are felons. Some of them literally was at the wrong place at the wrong time. And because they was at the wrong place at the wrong time and they was already struggling financially, now they can't get a lawyer. Now they struggling to fight their case and they know they innocent. But once they get to the lawyer, or once they don't have a lawyer, it's nothing. You said public pretenders? Absolutely. And then when you get public pretenders, they literally, I don't give a fuck. They work the judge. Unless you get one of those ones that literally, they give a fuck. If you don't, and you get one of those ones that they work with the DA and the judge, they only here to make sure that you take a case, take time. They gonna hit you with that plea bargain. They not gonna fight for your innocence. They come in with a plea bargain first. And everybody knows that once you take a plea bargain, you can't renege on that. You can't fight that. You can't ask for a 1-year review. They'll tell you that you could, but once you get there, they'll be like, oh, they lied. So it's like, damn, do I take this plea bargain because I'm ready to hurry up and go to prison, do my time and get the fuck out? Or do I fight it? And a lot of people, they won't fight it. Nobody wants to sit in jail fighting a case. Nobody wants to sit on the yard fighting a case. A lot of times people take any opportunity to get out. Some of them, even if that means snitching. Some people want to be out so bad to their kids. If they men, sometimes they want to get out to some pussy. They been around dick too long. They like, fuck that. What I need to do? Parole. Let's do it. When they offered me parole, I said, no, thank you. They said, huh? You don't want parole? I don't. Now, can you get away from my cell? What you still doing here? Because I knew that once I took parole, not only am I doing day for day, but I'm also, if I get in any trouble, I'm going to have to start my whole time over again. And who didn't want to do that? Was me. Was me. Yes, I see you guys. Thank you for the gifts. I didn't want to do that, so I was just like, nah, I'm good. But there's people that they will take parole. They don't think about, oh shit, if I get in any type of trouble. And it's not even that you're a troublemaker. It's the fact that trouble seems to find a felon for some reason. It just does. Whether it gets you into serious trouble or just argument trouble to where you feel like sometimes an argument could take you all the way backwards. It could. But it seems to always linger. Like you being a felon just lingers. It's just there. It's just like ugh. You get penalized. You get treated different. Don't go looking for a job. They're going to be like, hey, love. Because they're going to put it over your head, make you feel some type of way. Nowadays, people in society think that talking about you, saying something, they think that saying, oh, that's why you went to prison, is hurtful. And it's not. Like, but they use that now as even in a derogatory way. So, like, not only is the world hanging it over your head, like jobs and all of that, but actual people, if they have an issue with you or they want to start a beef with you or they want to argue with you, they'll try to throw that in your face like it's an insult. And anyone's, no matter what you've been through in life, any of your trials and tribulations could never be an insult. Even if you sold your pussy your whole life and then all of a sudden changed, that's not an insult. You knew you sold your pussy. I mean, you was proud about it. I know proud ass fucking whores. I'm talking about like paid whores. I know some proud ones. You think they ashamed? No. And if somebody be like, bitch, that's why you sell pussy, they be like, yeah, and your baby daddy bought it. I've heard them. I've seen it. I've watched this with my own eyes. Someone's past or anything that they've been through, you throwing it in their face is not an insult. It just shows that you literally wasn't smart enough to come up with something else more insulting. Like something actually insulting, because that's literally not insulting. We did our time. We out. What the fuck? What's up? Like, but it's fucked up again, like I say. Just the fact that if you don't have a lawyer, you're going straight to prison. If you don't. Derek didn't have a lawyer. So now they're trying to make it as if he's an escapee as well, as if he has papers saying that they released him. Why would y'all have a manhunt for this man? Now y'all wasting motherfucking people's money at this point. And I don't like that. I do not like that. They don't care about making sure that an innocent person doesn't go to jail or prison. They don't care about that. They are telling you guys and showing you guys to your face countless times that it doesn't even fucking matter. You better come pay if you want to go. Period. The whole prison system, the whole jet, all of that is a fucking Ponzi scheme. Period. All they want is money. That's all they want. And the fucked up part about it is because we want to be free so bad, we gonna pay it. We gonna pay that price. Because we not trying, especially if you already been, we ain't trying to go back. But that don't mean test us. Because you might push the test button and it might work that day. You never know what somebody going through. When it comes to doing time and being out and changing, that doesn't mean that that person, that earth disturber that I used to be, that doesn't mean that she ain't back there. Sitting in her throne looking like, you rang, bitch, the fuck? You rang? But like I say, a lot of us, we get out and we're on the right path. Now, I'm going to be real. There's some that got out and they still acting as if they're in the penitentiary. And what I mean by acting as if they're still in the penitentiary, like stealing, like climbing through, like just weird, like stealing little small shit when you know you can just ask. Still playing those penitentiary games like, you know we free, right? But some people, it stuck and it didn't leave. And it's like, that's where institutionalized comes in. That's institutionalized. And a lot of us are really guilty of being institutionalized at least a little bit, or one time or sometime. I've been institutionalized and I was like, ooh, hold on. This is not what I want. This is not what I want to do. I was like, I got to close this door. What time is it? Can I go in there? I said, what am I doing? I'm out. I'm out now. Again, shout out to everybody that's out, that just recently got out. Listen, like I said, we not going back. We not going back. Now, the last thing I want to share with you guys is, what I'm about to tell you guys is a prime example of everyone doesn't get treated the same. Especially if you know someone that works for DOC, that works for the government, then you're going to get a little bit more leeway. You're going to get a little bit more grace. Oklahoma Department of Correctional Deputy Warden was arrested just last year. Her name was Warden Tasha Parker, to be exact, at Lexington. She was arrested for the introduction of contraband into the prison. She was arrested and fired. Now, a lot of people didn't know about this because they didn't give it too much coverage. They didn't blast her. They didn't Derek her. No. It's my first time sneezing and it didn't hurt. Okay. They didn't treat her like Derek Groves. No. Every day they posting or talking about Derek Groves, or how it's a manhunt. They trying to get him, this, that. They didn't do none of that shit for her. They told y'all one time she got arrested, fired, boom. Now, are you wondering what happened? Well, here's the thing. That same contraband that she got caught with, it's considered a serious crime, and it could carry state and federal levels of punishment. But Tasha Parker only got 5 years suspended. 5 years suspended. When if one of us even got caught with a joint, they trying to give us 10 to 15 years out here. Whether it's recreational or not. They don't give a fuck. So how did this lady, which in according to some of the inmates that was in there, and that may still be in there or not, according to them, she was running a fucking trap house. A trap house, and she only got 5 years suspended. And she was on prison grab. First of all, if we even would have got caught in prison, in our fucking cell with some drugs, we would have got an extra charge. And it would have carried some more time. And we would have had to do more time on top of the time that we was already doing. So how did this lady, Tasha, only get 5 years suspended? Again, that goes to show you that if you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that's higher up, they gonna make sure that you get grace like a motherfucker, because Tasha Parker got grace. Tasha Parker was the fucking warden. The warden running a trap house in the prison. That you guys are supposed to be correcting us. Y'all supposed to be the ones that keep us on a straight line. But she was the goddamn Griselda. Tasha Parker was the Griselda of the DOC. And they only gave her 5 years suspended. I can't even say where they do that at. Oklahoma. And other places. They do that here. It's happening. It's right here. You can look her up. You can look her up. Look up her case. She got 5 years suspended for running a motherfucking trap house in a penitentiary. Now, anytime I do prison jail felon talk, I always tell you guys how I believe, and we've had an ex-officer that used to work up there on the couch, and she confirmed this, but I kept telling you guys that I believe that the reason why we had such a bad drug, I'm talking about motherfuckers was strung the fuck out. There's some people still strung out to this day. Strung the fuck out because of these officers. Either if they got an issue with you, you think they're not going to get you hooked on your favorite drug. You think they're not going to run your motherfucking pockets. Thank you. They going to run your pockets. Let me tell you something. A vindictive motherfucker that work in some type of DOC place like that, all they got is time to think. How can I make money off these motherfuckers? Might not be getting enough, might not be making enough. Second time sneezing, that must be a spirit around me. Hey, spirit. But come on. The way we can expose the fuckery that's happening in the system, DOC, DHS, all of them. The only way we can expose them is if we keep on sharing, talking about it. Each platform, talk about it. Share the word, spread the word. I don't give a fuck about no drama that I'm in. And the fuck? But it's real motherfucking shit that's going on. Now, y'all really missing the point. Wake up. Wake up. There's someone getting murdered in Oklahoma County Jail almost every month. Almost every fucking month. Tasha Parker was the deputy warden, and she was running a motherfucking drug motherfucking house in the motherfucking penitentiary, and she only got 5 years suspended. But it's hell of us right now fighting cases that we innocent about. Hell of us is fighting cases because we were previously convicted felons, and we have been targeted because of us being previously convicted felons. And it would be an easy win in the court, especially if we don't got money to get the lawyer. Easy win. Easy money that they making off of us. Easy, quick money. It's a Ponzi scheme, if you ask me. I love you. Thank you so much, Mac June. It's a Ponzi scheme, if you ask me. They don't give a fuck about our well-being. They give a fuck about what we are bringing to the table for them. That's why it's not too many people fighting so hard to get the Oklahoma County Jail shut down. There are people, don't get me wrong, like Mark Faulkner, he's fighting hard. There's a few other people that's fighting to get that shit shut the fuck down. It's too many corruptions in too many different places that we think is supposed to be here for us or put in place to make sure that we good, and it's not. The resources that they gave us when we left the penitentiary, we wasn't able to use none of that shit. Some of them places that they done went to, team and all that shit. You think they not setting these motherfucking girls and men up? I know people right now that's fighting cases and team is they motherfucking co-defendant or writing statements or... When you genuinely find somebody that's in the system that give a fuck, you'll know. Because they won't be working in DOC too much longer. Or they won't be working as an officer too much longer. Trust me. Because not too many people can sit around and take corruption and just be okay with it. That's why, and I commend Miss Hawk. She wasn't standing for that shit. She spoke up on it. And they pretty much blackballed her. Until she quit. Which I'm glad she quit. The fuck? It's no reason why Tasha shouldn't be held accountable for her actions. And if you guys think that 5 years suspended is being held accountable for getting inmates strung the fuck out on the yard. Her name was Miss Hawk. She used to work at Mabel Bassett Correctional Center. She was on the couch. If you go back and watch her episode, you can actually type in Sherry Hawk and her episode will come up. On Spotify, Apple, Pandora, or my YouTube. No problem. It's no reason, like I said, that Tasha shouldn't be held accountable. And 5 years suspended is nothing. That's basically telling us that if we would have worked for DOC when we caught our case, we would have been okay. Because how in the fuck? That makes no sense. She literally got people strung out. And who's to say that some of those strung out times didn't lead to some people falling out, dying, and overdosing from a batch that she brought into the fucking penitentiary. She brought that shit into the penitentiary. So any death that was from the time that she started working until the time she got fired should be on Tasha Parker's fucking hands. Period. Period. Because ain't no telling, she might have been doing her own drugs as well. But anyone who, I don't care. She brought them. She was the ringleader. She was the Griselda. And she only got 5 years suspended. And we are all supposed to just be okay with that. And some of us fighting cases. And if we have to go through, come on now. Y'all making it okay. So any other officer or warden that sells drugs or does any fucking thing illegal, they gonna get away with it too. Or they gonna have grace. Just as Tasha Parker did. If you're just now tuning in, it's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. I love you guys so much. It's Prison Jail Felon Talk this whole week on the couch. I will be back live tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Central Time. 9:30 a.m. Y'all know y'all get me every day of the week, okay? I love y'all so much. All my couch potatoes, sending positive vibes, love, and energy your way. Before I head out, I do want to give a special shout out to Inspired by Diamond. Now, this isn't everything that I got, but this is a few things that I have. She makes me a special oil for lupus. Anybody that has any autoimmune disease, cancer, or just if you want any type of natural oil, Inspired by Diamond on all social media. She's also in the flea market in Oklahoma City. Yes, Paris flea market. Y'all make sure that y'all go tap in with her, Inspired by Diamond. She made me one. This one is for my lupus. It also has a peppermint smell to it that does, I don't know, it's just something about that peppermint in this that just does amazing work for me. I haven't tried this one just yet, but this one is also a special blend for lupus. If you see, she put special blend for lupus, but she, you know, she'll make it special just for you. So you can either get a big bottle or you can get a small bottle. She also has special natural soaps, bath bombs, body scrubs. I also got the body scrub. And when I tell you guys, it'll make your body feel so much better. I love natural products, and I also love to support upcoming businesses. So you said, do I have any videos on lupusism? Actually, I do. Lupus. No, I know what you was trying to say. I do have videos on lupus, and you can also look it up. I'm very, very blessed to say that I don't have as many flares as I used to. But it's also because anybody that's listening that has an autoimmune disease, when you're happy, you have less flares. So make sure you tap in with Inspired by Diamond. I'm super excited about all my oil, my soaps. I love it. It literally makes me feel so much better. Hey, love, I love you. I have so much pain, and when I use when I do my shower with my body scrub, and after I'm done and I oil myself down, I feel amazing. I go to sleep good. So make sure y'all tap in with Inspired by Diamonds. If you're in the Oklahoma City area, she is at Paris Flea Market every Friday. I think it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. Make sure you tap in with her and tell her that the couch sent you. I love you guys so much. It's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. Like I said, it's Prison Jail Felon Talk this whole week. I'll be back live tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Central Time. And happy Pride Month to all my gay beaux. Love you.